I get here today late. And look what I find. Kevin working. What are you up to, Kevin? What's that look for? What are those? What are those? What'd you get?
What do we get? The Martian Machine Aftermath, which everyone hates.
Yeah?
Everyone thinks it's the worst set ever.
I don't know about that.
Why are the bundles the same size? Because
it's got the box.
It's got a lot of boosters in it.
Let's see. You got bundles, huh? Yeah, because they're going to be the same size because they're the same boxes, right? So you've got 8 packs plus 2 reference cards. Okay, and the die looks cool. What are you doing?
Might as well open it up and see.
Right? All right, let's see.
So yeah, it's the same box.
Yeah, should be. And what's that?
Oh, it shows how they've lost their spark.
Oh, yay. How sad.
Cool.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a regular size box, but yeah, that's what I thought. It's got to have less in it because it's just.
Yeah. They're just tiny packs. Well, they're still just packs. 8 packs, like a set would normally come in. What's the die look like? Who cares about that crap?
Man, these they're so much bigger than the boosters.
Yeah.
But that's because they're just coming with this stupid.
Well, where's the die?
Case. So the dice in here.
And then it comes with the lands.
That actually is pretty.
Ooh.
Why do they keep going like blue and purple with everything?
I don't know. So it is blue and purple again. This one's oh well, whatever.
Cool, though.
Yeah, and you got packs, and they all come in the same sort of.
Yeah, these are epilogues.
Oh, so and then there are collectors, huh?
And then collectors will come differently. What do they have? A land pack with?
It's just a land pack, yeah.
Yeah, with just aftermath.
And then your normal promo card.
A normal promo card.
Okay, cool.
And probably foil lands in here. Might as well open this up and see.
They'll turn into Pringles. Oh no!
Well, they turn into them in here anyway.
Oh, I know, it's ridiculous.
This thing doesn't help at all. So
okay.
Yeah, I guess so. It's just foil lands that are.
Do they even feel
pointless
different?
now? Yeah. And this Spark Rupture. Draw a card, and each planeswalker with one or more loyalty counters loses and becomes a creature.
That's cool.
Equal to the loyalty counters. These are the cool things I think you can do with this with War of the Spark Planeswalkers, because some of them enter like. Which one does it enter with 7 counters for 3 mana?
Yeah,
let's go up with things though. Even a 7/7 for 3 mana is not that great.
I know.
It's not Magic the power level. But I mean, this is my opinion on Aftermath. I've got a hot take that I'm going to do, probably for Rogue Deck Builder. Maybe even open up some product for Rogue Deck Builder and show it. But
there's only 5 cards.
I don't think the set is bad. Like, yeah, everyone is hating the set because. First of all, it didn't have any reprints. I mean, it's not supposed to be a reprint set. It's a standard base set. It has training grounds, which is super interesting right now in standard with a lot of like. Here's the thing, with most sets, like it's tough for me to come up with a top 10 cards that I really want to brew around, and like I think this set, like all of these cards, every one of these cards, you just pick one of them, and they're all build around me brew cards. Every stinking one of them, and they're standard legal, pioneer legal, modern legal, and the power level's right there. Like nothing is over the top, nothing's just they're, like I said, they're all build around me cards. They're all synergy cards, which is just catnip for people like me that like to actually mess around with cards. So if there were to do a product and they wanted to have a bunch of these type of cards, this is the perfect product to get it out. And people are whining because like, oh, I only get 5 cards out of this booster pack. Okay. You still get your rare. I mean, no one's drafting. They didn't make a draft set. You still get your rare. You still get your
3
uncommons in a. Yeah, I think you have a potential of getting like the foil slot has a potential of being a common. An uncommon, a rare, or a mythic, and I believe this one does as well. So you can actually get up to 3 rares in a pack. I'm sure. So it's literally, yeah, the price point's a little bit higher at that point per pack. Is it though? At per pack, I'll have to see like if we break down how much it is the cost per pack. And you just don't get the draft trash that everyone leaves on the table anyway. And you're not like loaded with a pile of stuff. So it's a very interesting set, especially if they're doing this 3-year rotation for standard. This product makes sense now. And it's so, I seem to always have the opposite opinion of everybody when it comes out to like with Magic the Gathering. I seem to, maybe I'm just a contrarian, but I don't know what the big fuss is about Aftermath. I think it's a pretty good product. I guess the delivery of it was quite weird. They didn't explain it. Like, I wish they would have just sat down and explained it like I'm explaining it now, of why this product might be necessary for a 3-year standard, why they can't really put these cards in like a draftable format, even though a bunch of these cards might be fun in draft. It's just, at that point you have to create a bunch of mechanics that actually support them, and this is just like, okay, here's some fun cards that have some fun mechanics that we think that will be good in standard environment. Again, nothing's too overpowered. Yeah, we can talk all day long about, shrinkflation, or, maybe Wizard of the Coast should have made this even cheaper than normal stuff, because they are cutting costs at creating the product. So why doesn't that cost get then passed on to the consumer? However, we are in a collectible card game, meaning that cards need to retain value based upon, what people purchase it for. So no matter where Wizard of the Coast puts that price point, it's going to be anchored, the card's value is going to be anchored towards that price point. So then if this was a reduction in cost, then people would whine that there's no value in this set. I mean, it's a loser situation no matter how no matter how you skin the cat here, people are going to be upset with it. So I don't know. After looking at the set, I am actually quite impressed. That's the one good thing that Magic the Gathering has going for it right now, is the people that are designing the cards seem to be knocking it out of the park. I haven't liked a lot of the power creep with stuff, but I mean, it is what it is at this point. It's very worrisome with a 3-year rotation format, thinking that they're going to have to, keep pushing, power creep over and over and over. But I don't know. It's a product that I'm not the one. Like, every YouTuber is whining about this product. Every other people, like all the content creators, and I actually think, wow, it's not that bad. It'll be fun to open. It'll be fun to brew with cards. Yeah, again, you don't get the draftable experience, but I mean, I think this would make a pretty fun format to draft like one of these.
I mean,
with
it's not bad. I'm just wondering how they're gonna retain their value with like 7 different arts of every single one.
Well, I mean, retain the value. That's the whole problem with everything, though.
Yeah, that's true.
You're gonna get the full set with just a minor investment in this product. Like, you don't have to open up a bunch of packs as we saw with the spoiled collector boosters. I mean, I think you opened all the entire set with just the 2 collector boosters you opened. However, again, this is just a supplemental set. It's not supposed to be drafted and drafted and drafted. And we'll have to wait and see how much of this was actually printed. This might be, a diamond in the rough. It's not an Innistrad double feature where it was just reskinned. These are new cards with new mechanics, with very interesting stuff that will be fun to play around. That, again, isn't supposed to be a big shake-up to the format. Little things. In fact, I'd like them to do more type of stuff like this because that's the problem with standard, is sometimes you have to wait in between these big, releases to be able to brew with. What are you pointing at?
I was going to say, grab me a box. I just want to see it. That's the.
I mean, it's small. I mean, here, we can crack one of these open.
It kind of feels sad almost.
Well, I mean, it's got little packs in it.
I know.
Again, it's the optics. The optics are the things that everyone is so upset about. And I guess optics are everything.
Yeah.
So it's just.
I mean,
it's just a smaller booster box with. I can't even seem to open this thing. With the packs are only, like, we just opened one. They have 5 packs, but I mean, what are you still getting here? I don't have the contents.
There's 24 packs in there, so that's like a normal set.
Yeah, so 12. No. Set box have 30 in them.
Oh, do they have 30?
Yeah. So draft have 36. Set have 30. So again, it's the price though is lower, substantially lower, because the cost of these. The problem with this is they mispriced them. So they price them as like a regular booster, at like the your typical 90-ish when you get them 97. I think it's a little bit cheaper, but these were like in the 60s, high 60s.
Oh, really?
For the distributor price on these, yeah. So these are supposed to be cheaper to begin with. Yes, you get less packs, but again, these are packs. They just don't have commons.
Yeah.
That's it.
No, I get it.
Like, if people really care about those commons, then maybe they should quit leaving them on the table. Like, that's the whole thing. No one cares about draft commons.
Have you not been to a GP?
Yeah, no. Yeah, you have not seen our bulk over there. You know, see what happens to all the, like, we have shelves and shelves and shelves of commons and uncommons from drafts and pre-releases and seals and buying collections and things that people don't want. So yeah, I don't know. Again, it's just optics. I think everyone is wrong. I think that they are wrong about this set being boring or uninspired, or it's one of the most creative things I think Wizard of the Coast has done in a while. Just like, okay, here's like, we want to showcase more cards. So this is a big storyline in the set of things getting changed up. We can't represent it all in one set. We don't want to draw it out over multiple blocks, which maybe I think they should have, but they kind of learned from the Amonkhet days that they can't really drag a storyline on for 7 centuries, or people kind of get bored with the storyline. I enjoy that sort of stuff if it has decent writing and decent character
if
plots
it had
and
an
stuff,
old
but,
storyline.
yeah, I mean that's the biggest problem with the Omega storylines is it was just so like dull and predictable and dumb, and it was it
you have
basically had
writers
all
for
those-
D&D. What happened?
What's that?
So they have writers for D&D. Why can't they do some
apparently
cool
those
stuff?
are terrible storylines too. I don't
they
know.
getting bad
I've never
again?
been the biggest fan of Magic Fantasy storyline to begin with.
Because
so
their
I'm not
hair
a
matches
person.
the boxes.
Hey, there's Zach. All right, so anyway, that's my little rant about Aftermath, March of the Machines Aftermath. Again, I want Wizards of the Coast to make more products like this. It's a good breather within sets to still keep people excited about stuff. I'd rather see this than the nth millionth Masters set of reprints of Commander decks of all this. Like, we need breathing room in the market with old cards. Cards, we need less of, in my opinion.
So this has collectors as well.
Yes.
I don't know why they just didn't do like everything. I don't know.
Collector boxes look like this.
Geez.
So they
Oh my
have
gosh.
10 packs in them, or 12. I think they still have 12 packs, but these only have even less cards in them. I think just 3 cards in the collector's boosters. I'll have to see. I don't know if I'm oversold with these suckers, so we'll have to open one again. Maybe I'll do a more rant. I guess I've done my major rant here on this channel, so I don't need to do another rant for it on Rogue Deck Builder. But I think I will anyway, because I think I still want to do a top 10 list of cards I want to brew around, because literally there's enough cards in this tiny set for me to get excited about 10 cards. I could probably the entire set, as we saw, as opening these up, even these like uncommons, Flying Life League, each legendary permanent you control has Ward 2. I mean, there's already a legendary deck right now. I mean, unfortunately, it's not a legendary. They probably should have made this guy a legendary. But, I mean, it's a decent little card. I could see that seeing play. Return on non-creature, non-land permanent owner's hand for 3 mana. Non-creature, non-lands. So, I can think of a billion decks.
That's
any
insane.
ETB artifacts. Any of those draw
That would
ETB
be so
artifacts
fun in draft.
Reduce. So again, there already is a card for non-creature artifacts that people play because of if you reduce the cost of artifacts to 0, boom, boom, you throw them all back out, you get all ETB triggers. This card's great.
Yeah.
It's great. This one here, Vigilance, it deals combat damage to player, return target artifact or enchantment card from your graveyard to the battlefield for 4 stinking mana. 4 mana, you can start reanimating stuff every time this hits. This is a synergy card. This is a wonderful design card. We have Vigilance Trample Lifelink for 3 mana for a 2/2, and once during your turn you may cast an art and equipment spell from your graveyard. Like, huge synergy. Might be exactly what Aras wants in like a Pioneer. I don't know. I'm just really, I like the set. I guess that's all I can say, and so people are free to disagree with me. And I don't know what all the murmuring and people just like groaning about this is. I guess when you put Force of Wills in every set, it's just, you can't get excited anymore. And that's on Wizards. They're the ones that have just the fatigue, the wall fatigue.
They just devalued everything.
Well, it's just
sad.
people are bored. You can't give ice cream for every meal.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. It's like they had to realize they needed to spread things out. And man, if this would have been done 2 years ago, people would have lost their minds about this set, and now people don't even care. And it's the thing is, we have to see the print runs to see if this set is worth it or if it's just gonna be blown out into a billion. Like they've done with other ones. But man, Wizards has kind of surprised us in the past with some of their low print runs versus high print runs. But I mean, again, I'll have to revive the market channel and really get into the nitty gritty for this type of stuff. But I'm a fan. I'm a fan of this. And you can see it's kind of a mess here when you get going on the lazy ass dogs. Get going on the packages and want to get these suckers out. But not the best time in Magic, not the worst time in Magic, but
just remember, we're having some real good times.
oh boy. Oh boy. That's a good way to end it.